I think we're good. Cool. Hey everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know in chat if any of the audio needs to be changed. Welcome to Starlight Society on the Greyhawk channel. Um, we've been playing the Forbidden Lands game system for this is now episode 5. So technically we've done 4 weeks. Yeah, that's how math works, I think. Yeah. So in the last session, our adventurers found the Starlight engine itself, and discovered that they already had the first key of the Starlight prophecy, um, which is the shadowy blade currently being carried by our invisible goblin friend. Um,
Hello.
Invisible because Blatt is here, just without a camera this week.
Oh,
Um, hmm? Okay, so before we get started, if we want to go around and introduce everyone, I think we'll mix it up this week and start with Shauna this week.
hey, Shauna flying Cirrus, playing Skitters, the little tiefling rogue trash child.
Our
Oh,
names are flip flopped on
oh,
the.
yes, they are. I am
That
sorry.
doesn't look like me.
Oh, I am. Okay. All right, let's.
You're
Uh,
putting cornucopia
oh.
this week.
I'm so sorry. Runs right into
There
battle.
we go.
Like, oh no.
Skitters is hair bunchies instead of horns today. Woo!
Just magically everything got fixed somehow, and I don't know how that happened.
What is the story?
Okay, so sorry about that. Let's introduce Sorry.
Hmm.
See, it was planned.
Yes, I am. I am a what am I? Halfling druid, who's really not good at teamwork and communication, and is going to have to do both of those things.
Generally, yes, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, and my name is Sorry.
cool. And going up to our invisible goblin friend, you can just pretend there's a camera in that square. Blatt.
Oh, hi there. I'm Rathi. I'm playing Blatt. It is a goblin sorcerer with delusions of grandeur and large blasty things now. So at least my name's appropriate.
Yeah, and I think that usually all sorcerers have delusions of grandeur. It's kind of a staple of the trope.
It's an occupational hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ian, if you want to go last.
Sure. I am Ian. I am playing Sin. He's a half-elf hunter who has an addiction to his little liquid friend who lives in his chest, near his chest. He's not good with people or with words.
But very good with alcohol.
That and with the bow.
And I'm Nalen. I am operating as the DM slash GM slash whatever else you want to call the title for this. And okay, I think we can go ahead and jump straight into the game. We're going to be playing until about 8 p.m. PST. So that's roughly 2 hours and 45 minutes from right now. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I said last session, we kind of wrapped up with you had found the Starlight engine, and so what we're going to do this week is we're going to fast forward a little bit. It's been a couple weeks. You've informed your Starlight Society allies slash employers, whatever you'd like to call them. You have had some time to get prepared. All of you can go ahead and bump your food and water consumables up to D12s. As you prepare for the next leg of your journey. If you have any resources in the way of arrows, or if you'd like to stock up on torches, you may also bump those.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you may also bump those consumables up to a D12. As now that you have found the first concrete thing in relation to the Starlight engine, the Starlight Society is kind of pouring its resources your direction. You had found about 2 other artifacts similar to the Black Sword that Blatt already carries. That they were depicted in a mural down in the room carrying the Starlight engine, and so you've already got a black sword, but you had also seen an image of a golden lance and a silver axe. Following these threads, some of the researchers they've still have not found a lead yet on the axe, but they have found rumors of a golden lance being held at a nearby castle, Castle Lotgerink, over under the Lost Lake. This castle has been in disuse for some time. For quite a while, it's mostly just been ignored and abandoned in a deep forest to the west, west of the mountains near you. Mostly people just kind of didn't want to think about it. The Starlight Society has not sent anybody to scout that direction yet. They've only recently found these rumors, and they have tasked you with traveling west to Castle Lotgerink to look for any signs of this weapon, this golden lance that was depicted in the mural.
Do we gain any information on the woods surrounding Castle Lotgerink?
Yeah, so for the most part, the woods are considered by some locals to be haunted.
Lovely.
It's not really something. There's a reason that it's called the Lost Lake. People aren't super fond of it.
Found it. It's on the map.
It's not lost anymore. It's right there. It's right there.
It's not named because the lake itself was lost, so much as because lots of people have been lost in, on, or around that lake.
Cool.
You know that there are a couple villages on the direction, or on the way to Lotgerink that you could possibly stop for supplies on your journey.
Okay.
So mostly it's a lot of superstition. You haven't heard anything verified yet about the woods.
We go and find out firsthand.
Yes, there's an abandoned castle. No one knows what's in there.
Are there priests at the Starlight Society that we could talk to?
Sure.
Like clerics or something like that?
Sure. What do you want to find out from them?
You know, we're going to some places that's rumored to be haunted, and I don't know how to deal with, the undead sort. I got this thing, I point to the bow. I got these things, I point to the arrows. We have that thing, and I point over to Blatt.
Blatt, or are you pointing to the sword?
I will grin widely at you.
I was curious if you could offer some any aid to the ones who found the Starlight engine, and could, throw some help, some holy help our way.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation roll.
With my empathy of 2.
Yes. Whoop. By the way, you can all recover any of your damaged attributes.
Yep.
And your reputation bonus will apply to this, so you'll get a +1 on your skill level.
Ooh.
Woot.
All right.
Okay.
Did we all?
Would anybody like to help Sin as he does this?
I would love to.
Oh God.
Yep.
I will.
5.
Okay. Well, let me ask before anybody rolls. With this help, so is Sari actually taking the lead, or is Sari just gonna back Sin up?
I would just back him up, probably.
Okay.
Sorry, he doesn't like to talk to people, but wants to prove that they're useful and helpful and team.
Okay.
Was this is this like a manipulation type thing?
Yeah, this is a manipulation roll.
Yeah, oh, Black will totally help out with that.
Okay, so
I-
actually, and I was wrong. Your reputation sin because the group has 1 point, and then you're the only adult here. And as an adult, you actually have an extra point of reputation.
Yes.
So it's 2
Wow.
points under skill level, and then with the assistance from Sari and Blatt, you'll actually add 2 more points.
Yeah, don't ask. Skitter's only way of persuasion is threatening, so.
All right, so I'm rolling
Okay.
2 base plus 4 skill.
Would you like to push that?
Why the hell not?
Empathy out right away. Come on.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
That would be amusing. If you just
God.
kind of shut
Yes!
down. Okay, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, you,
nice.
you succeed. They can offer some help. And so what we'll say is, because normally we're not worrying about tracking your arrows consumable. So what we'll say is that they offer to consecrate your arrows. We'll use your arrows resource consumable to track them. So anytime you are shooting one of your consecrated arrows, undead that have any sort of resistances won't have their resistances there, and we'll probably add one gear die to the mix. And then you'll also have to roll for your consumable to see if you run out of consecrated arrows. Though you'll still have regular arrows left over if that happens.
love
So
it.
I'm not
Awesome.
worried about tracking ammunition too much.
Nor undead res shit. Got it.
Would anybody else like to do anything before setting out on this journey west?
Oh boy.
I will note you on the hex map, which I'm sorry, due to some technical issues on my end, I can't really show the stream at the moment. You are currently at the ruins, but they're now kind of acting as your base of operations, your stronghold here.
During our little downtime there, I happened to pick up the builder talent. I will be going hell for leather at kind of attempting to coordinate assistance that is coming our way and put it to best use in building stuff, or at least getting the our stronghold up and running.
Okay. What does the builder talent actually do for you?
It is
Builder. Skilled engineer and can build advanced constructions in the stronghold. Okay, so what we'll go ahead and do, since unfortunately with how my week's been, we haven't had the chance to actually talk about how we want to integrate the stronghold stuff. We can apply that somewhat retroactively when we talk about that after this session.
okay.
And more than likely, I will let you start with a shop of some, or an advanced feature of some kind, which I'll let you choose in that stronghold once we get to that.
Yep. The biggest advantage I can see from it, like right off the bat, is the fact that if we when we get back to our stronghold for any reason, we get a willpower point, and we gain a free willpower point.
Speaking of,
Like,
I'll allow you all
you
to
can
start with
there.
that free willpower point since you have formed your stronghold. So you can gain one. Anything that Skitters or Sorry would like to do before you head off on this journey?
Yes. As soon as we have like any downtime at all,
Mhm.
Sari would like to gather up like any kind of scraps and like fabric or leather, anything that can be sewn together, and make Blatt a new shirt.
Okay, go ahead and give me a craft roll.
It's gonna
Or
be great.
crafting.
Oh. Oh,
Would you like
no.
to push that?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
oh no.
Okay.
Because it is very important.
So I will note that. Okay,
Ooh.
so you do manage to create something resembling a shirt.
I mean, like my clothes are all like patchy and like sewn together, and
It has like an extra arm in the front.
Yeah. It's not really a shirt anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
If you would accept Blatt's help, he's more than happy to.
Blatt does not know that this is happening.
That's cool. Yep. He's always fiddling with something crafty-wise.
So, you do succeed at creating it. I'm not going to stop you from succeeding at that, especially with some time taken. In fact, actually, I'm going to go ahead and let you roll 2 more skill dice, just given the time taken for it.
Oh, I guess if Skitters has some knowledge as well in sewing, just ramshackle, just like fabric into like something resembling
there is a success
piece
there.
of cloth. Yeah.
Okay, so like I start working on it, and then I'm like, this is not working. I do not know how to do this. And I'll get a little bit of help and kind of start over.
Okay.
And just, work real hard at it.
So eventually you get something decent together. What's it look like?
It's I couldn't like measure it to Blatt, and so actually it just fits me. Kind of the same size.
Oh.
You're
And
vaguely similar.
I
size.
didn't have like a dummy to put it on
Okay.
other than Blatt. So
I just got that.
it's definitely like there's some there's some like really nasty looking pieces that are like crusty, and I do wash it before I give it to him.
Which is
But
probably
there's-
the only time it's ever going to be washed.
Yes, that's the point. But it's still just like patches of like fist-sized pieces of fabric are the biggest ones I could find, and it's got like cap sleeves, so it's like almost sleeves, but still, shows off all of the muscles. And other than that, it's like straight down. I made a tube, and then left armholes and a head hole.
Okay. So
But
do you
it
want to play
works.
out presenting it to Blatt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I would
I have likely set up a bench somewhere that has like parchment or pages and designs and stuff like that, like scrolled out, like almost like a engineer style across a table, with, like scattered drawings of like quote unquote strongholds and other little bits and bobs that I'm working on, whether that be like arrows, for example. Because I'll be making a bunch of them in any spare time I have. So loads of crafty stuff all laid about, large staffs, lots of explosions drawn in some of them. But yeah, it's kind of like my extended workbench that I'll have tried to set up at some point.
yeah.
So at 9 times out of 10, you'll probably find me there.
Yeah, I will definitely wait until you're like busy doing something, and I'll just kind of walk up and be like, here you go. That's
Ah,
that's
hi.
you.
Oh,
It's because your other one fell apart. So it's a shirt. It's a shirt. I made it.
wait, you made it? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie.
Oh,
I-
you don't have to. Okay.
I will pretty much abandon what I'm doing right now. She's bringing me a shiny. This is awesome.
I like to imagine that it's in the middle of you helping to carry something heavy, and then you just step away from it, and the others are just like,
there's going to be a really annoyed howling right now. Or if it's really unlucky, possibly Sin. Because he's the one I'm likely to be helping carry something.
Black, your end up. Your end. Oh, sorry. Ow!
It's not what I. That's that. I'm just.
Whoops, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to.
That's what. Oh, cool! You made space for my arms and stuff. Nut.
And
What? You'd be amazed at how many people will make shirts and not leave big enough armholes. It's amazing. How do they expect for the smell to get out? This is awesome.
And there's there's a spot and I point, and like this one's kind of like a pocket, but because like I messed up on it, so there's. But you can use that as a pocket if.
See, why is it upside down?
It's
a secret pocket. I see it. Right, that's all right. It just means I stick something in it and sew it shut. Good thinking.
Right. So
this is genius. Love it.
Now we don't have...
I will, without really thinking about it, I'll just come up and give you a big hug.
I was thinking that maybe now we...
Oh, sorry. No touching. I forgot.
See your
My
nipples
bad.
anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let go quickly and like back up a couple of steps. Like, sorry, forgot. No touching. You don't like the touching. Forgot that. That's weird. So the halflings at that village back there, they like hugs. How come you don't like hugs?
So we don't have to see your nipples anymore.
Yeah, I get that a lot. All right. So hey, this will make the humans like less grumpy as well. The only ones that never really bothered with the elves.
I mean,
and skitters.
It doesn't like look like normal.
What? Right. I will actually like for the first. Actually, I probably don't take the helmet off because it doesn't matter. Like shirt over the head, arms through, and I'll be like, oh, actually, hold on a sec. Rummage through my bag, like grab out like one of my like rope belts or something like that, and like tie a rope belt around it to like pull it in at the sides. You know, it might be a tube when you put it on, but you know, belt fixes that. There we go. Fits like a glove. Slightly big glove, but it's a glove. Nice.
And maybe you'll grow into it.
Yeah. Probably not, but that's all right. It keeps my legs warm. If it gets like really rainy or windy or something like that, at least now my thighs won't get like like wet and rubby. All good. That's sweet. Thank you very much.
Okay. And I definitely have been like slowly backing up this whole time.
I just look completely like over the moon with this. You'd guess he probably doesn't get gifts very often.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like super. You think he's hyper before? He's like super hyper now. He's like, whoa, right, back to lifting then. Right, he'll just go and just lift up his side. Sorry about the toe, Sin.
Rotate, pivot.
Sorry,
For the first time in the last couple of hours, he seems super enthusiastic about this helping thing.
Sorry and Blatt are precious. Skitters, what about you? Anything that you'd like to do in the
I think she's just like resting up at this moment. I think she is gonna try and like go up to. She's just gonna go up to a guard and just says, "Do you have a sling?"
He just kind of looks at you warily.
I said, "Do you have a sling?"
Yes. Give me a manipulation roll.
She's bearing her fangs. Her manipulation is her might.
It's a smile. It's just terrifying.
And, like they're probably hoping it's a smile, not like.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it to me. Give it to me, or I eat you.
All right, the skill. All right, manipulation, which is at a might, so it's a 4.
Jeez.
Oh, you're. Yeah. Oh, because of threatening, isn't it?
Yeah, this is how she. This is her only like.
Okay.
She smiles, but it's more a baring of teeth.
Well, so what happens is if that's making. Or wait. So what exactly? How does your threatening work?
It's just I use
Do you use strength, or does it actually use your might skill ranks?
Actually, you know what? You know what? We'll use. I don't have might, so you have to just do manipulate. Let's just see how well that goes. She's gonna try. She's learned from maybe like, sorry that like maybe pretending to be nice will help. Like smiling, but it's a real bad smile.
Okay.
Sorry is very good at begging.
Yeah.
Why don't we give you a +1 for following Sari's lead? Or
Okay.
Sari's example there.
Sorry uses the cuteness and the tininess, though.
I mean,
Oh my
Skitters
God.
doesn't realize. Wow,
Okay.
it worked.
This
Didn't even
person's
need that
really
help.
into tieflings.
They're just
That's
kind of like-
exactly what I was about to say.
So they just kind of reach into their bag, which is by their foot for some reason, and just hold out a sling for you.
Mhm. She just like, and she just like she does that real fast like grab motion.
Okay.
Like looks at them. It's like, thank you. She does like the big like Rick Disc grin, just like thank you, and then just like skitters off, and then just kind of like just trembles off into the darkness.
He just looks at the other guard that he's with on patrol, and it's just like,
Crisis averted.
okay.
Alright.
So you
That's
now have a
all.
sling.
Yay.
Um,
That's one way to gain a
Yeah.
sling.
It is definitely a way of doing things. Do you need the stats for the sling?
I think I have it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did have a little extra time, so if there's anything anyone else wants to do before heading off to the west, you know? Otherwise, we can go ahead and pick up. We'll probably pick up in the morning after you've had breakfast. So it'll be the first quarter day.
Mm-hmm.
We can't hear you, Ian. Still can't hear you.
That's, okay.
There we go.
It's quiet, but we can hear you.
All right. So Sim would like to, fill up his flask if possible, and fiddle with his slightly, mostly just target practice, and while Blatt is maybe keep Blatt a little company while he's building, and hope try not to snap the bow because it is damaged.
I'll actually let you go ahead and repair that.
Okay.
Either you can have Blatt do it if you'd like, in which case Blatt will make a roll for it, or you can have one of the local bowyers take a look at it.
Okay.
Having Blatt do it will carry some risk, while the bowyers won't. But I don't know how Blatt will feel if you have one of the bowyers do it.
Nope. You'll know very well. It's like with all the stuff that's happening right now, he won't. If there's bowyers here, he won't take offense at it. But he'll be more than happy if you want him to make something for you.
Well, it's not making it so much as repairing,
Oh, repairing.
because you actually
yeah.
need a talent to make a bow.
Yeah.
I have bowyer.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yep.
Don't have?
I was going for craftsperson and boyer, and the ability to make arrows and stuff like that seemed the most easy thing. It was one of the things he used to do when he was actually in the goblin tribe and stuff like that. Was he was the one that was expected to make all the arrows for all the goblin archers. That was his thing. He was the craft monkey, even though he was a goblin, not a monkey.
After like the second, not bullseye, probably turn to Blatt and, hey, snapped a little bit.
Oh, is that where that noise was? I didn't think it sounded good. Yeah, can I have a look at it, you want? Bring it down to to the bench. I'll have a look at it. All right, I'll go and get some stuff because not really set up for that. Set up for making arrows and stuff. I'm back in a second.
Yeah, I'll run off and grab what I need to actually like fix a bow or something.
Okay.
Because I know that archers get like not normally I just make him a new one, but he seems quite attached to it. So
Cool.
Usually we would have.
oh wait a minute, right? If he's broken his bow, I assume it's just he's like broken the string on it.
It's not broken. Like it's still usable. It's just kind of wear and tear.
Right, and I assume the twine snapped,
Yeah.
or it's de-threading, or however they call it.
Yeah. I would assume that the
You're really quiet,
yeah. I'm gonna switch my mic really quick.
Yeah. If I can, if at some point I've either like picked up some thread, like decent thread or something like that, I will, actually like use like if I have access to better stuff, I will try and use it.
Okay. That's
Can you
fine.
hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like bent at the top, so it's not completely straight. So when it fires, it's kind of a little awkward.
That's all right. A little bit, very carefully. You can like untwang your bow a little bit. That's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you take good care of it. Usually things that were brought to me back at the camp, they were like snapped in two. Can't really fix that.
Yeah. Never taught and get it undone how to fix it. Just mostly just how to shoot it.
Yeah. So yeah, your twine's thread's fraying there. Because do you like hold your arrows a little bit high up when you're doing it? You probably want to have them about here.
Yeah.
It puts like all the strain in the center of the string instead of like higher or lower.
Yeah. Just guess the stress got to me.
Yeah, that's all right. That's just weapon care. You can learn that over time. Whereas actually being a good shot, that's a little bit more of a natural talent, that is.
Yeah, and I'll reach in, pull out the flask, and take a drink, and offer a sip to him.
Ooh, tasty. Thank you.
Blatt, go ahead and give me a crafting roll.
Is
Assuming
it
that you're
possible
taking
to
some-
take extra time to
Yeah,
negate
that's what I was
the?
about to say. Given the time that you're taking, I'll give you an extra die on your dice pool.
And how fancy you look in your new nasty shirt.
Sure, you get a morale bonus. I'll give you a +1 for a morale bonus.
Oh, sweet. Cool. All right. Oh, since I'm actually at a workbench, do I get a +1 for gear? Does that count that way? Since I'm actually using a
I
workbench
don't know if
or
it
a
does,
workbench?
but we'll say that it does.
It does now.
Gear and equipment bonus. Yeah.
So it at least will now.
Yeah.
Ding.
Watch him break it. Hey, you got a success. So you restore
Nice.
1 point, which is enough to fully restore your longbow.
It
you
looks
like
like
to
I'm
push that
not.
for some
It
willpower?
looks. It's obvious I'm not particularly used to working with longbows, so an awful lot of it is probably time spent, measuring it and testing things on other pliable pieces of wood and snapping a couple of them before I even touch yours. And then I work some stuff out, flex something, go,
That's a tension there. All right, I've got this.
and I just sort of walk up to your bow, pull in a really precarious way. It's like stand on the bottom, reach up to my full height,
and have like your like string like attached to like two pieces of wood on the right hand side. I'll just like plonk the bottom down, stand up, and bend your bow with my full strength, and just pull into it. And it's just like, yep, boink, and it like twangs and like almost like bounces out my hand, and I'll like catch it and be like, ta-da! Little bit of applied force in the right place, and bob's your ankle. You're muted.
Yep, that's not working again. Oh.
I don't have an uncle, but thank you.
Well, I had an uncle called Bob, so yeah, now he's your uncle.
What's an uncle?
I know, but we always used to shout it when we were twisting somebody's arm up the back.
Oh, so it's like a sore arm.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Bob always was a bit of a twister.
Okay, this
That's
is
what it
canon
was.
now. Everybody in Greyhawk, if somebody's talking about their uncle, they're talking about a sore arm.
Uh-huh.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
I think Marathi, on the bow, you would notice a 5-pointed star near where the handle is, just kind of etched in.
I definitely would not have obscured that because that looks like it's an important mark. Oh, my bad. I missed a bit because I was just rolling and not thinking about it. I was actually pushing for like adding a weapon bonus, but I'd need 2 more successes as far as I'm aware.
Would
so
you like
can
to
I
push your roll?
roll? Yeah,
Go for it.
I will do so. Because I forgot about that. Push. One. Dang it.
Yeah, not enough extra successes, sorry.
I don't think I can push again. Can I?
Nope, you can
Dang
only
it.
push once.
Can I take just extra time?
We were already counting for extra time being taken.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how I got my extra dice. Dang it. Right. With the extra success, then I may have like added extra like stress parts, like extra banding or something onto it. So obviously it will look snazzier than it was before. There's just no actual effect from it.
No.
And I'll describe the reinforcement-y type things that are on it, but it didn't quite manage what I was looking for. But I didn't cover over your symbol because it seemed important.
Okay.
I seem, at least, I look to be unimpressed with whatever it was I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's definitely improved from where it was before.
So mechanically, it's not fixed.
It's fixed.
Oh no,
it is fixed.
It's perfect. I just didn't manage to add the weapon bonus to it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was trying to improve it as well as fix it.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 ways of doing it. You need multiple successes, or you can make the roll at a -2 difficulty. I didn't want to take the chance of screwing up your bow, so I didn't take the difficulty negative.
So, you're starting to head off, going west on your journey. So, what exactly do you want your first destination to be? There are a couple towns where you can cross the river. Excuse me. So to the west, there's a town here. Then there's a larger town up north of the Lost Lake. Or you can go from that town to the west, southwest, and be closer to the bottom of the Lost Lakes forest.
I like that second one.
Yeah.
Go directly west and then south.
Okay. Going to the west, you'll either have to circumvent or go through the mountains. Is that something that you want to try? Or do you want to try going a different route before going that way?
I mean, we know that there are some
Knowles.
knolls.
Oh yeah, gnolls. That's right, the living gnolls.
Everything's
That's right.
bigger than me, so it all just blends together. So probably we would want to go around the top, maybe.
We don't lose too much time going around the mountain.
Yeah.
Go from where we are that way,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of like the
and then straight back down again, and we can ford the river at kind of like one of its slightly thinner points.
Okay, so it's a bit of a windy, overcast day. It's still mid-spring, but it's a little chilly out in the morning as you leave. You've already had food and water. You don't have to take care of your consumables now. We're gonna treat this as the first quarter day. So it's gonna be morning right now. And so, what would you like to do for your first quarter day action? Reminder, you can move 2 hexes. You can scrounge for food. You can do a few different journey actions.
We're pretty good on food and water. Let's just see if we can make time.
Okay.
This seems to be like time is of the essence kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1, 2 hexes. Yeah. 1, 2.
I want to take a look at that. So, during this first quarter day of moving, who is going to lead the way? Who's going to be the group's pathfinder for this? As a reminder, this is a survival roll.
I can do that.
Okay.
Tari is trying to be a team player but without ever having to talk about it.
Okay. So you're going to lead the way. It's currently morning in the spring, so it is light out, so you don't have any trouble there. I will say that, well, I'll actually ask all of you, did you take the time to get horses at all? Or are you going this on foot? Horses will be able to travel 3 hexagons per quarter day, but you'll also have to take care of the mounts.
Oh no! Oh.
Din would advise that horses would be more of a burden than of use. I don't know.
Yeah, they're more likely to be eaten.
Sari is not going to use a horse. If necessary, Sari will be a horse.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Skitters just doesn't like them. I don't think horses like Skitters and Skitters. It's mutual hatred.
That probably sounds correct. Yes, that definitely sounds like.
You know, she's bitten a few horses. She's been kicked by a few horses. You know.
It definitely tracks with everything we have seen so far.
Would it be possible to also maybe picked up some like camping supplies?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you looking for specifically? Like, do you want something that has like, any particular mechanical effects, or
bedrolls?
Okay.
Maybe like a tent or 2.
Okay.
I already have one, but
yeah, sure.
I think Skitters has another one.
I think gear-wise, if anybody wants anything, like, you can feel free. So I'm not too worried about tracking money in this. We're not as focused on the hex crawl portion of this to that extent. If there's any particular gear that you want to have acquired, within reason, you can just assume that you managed to acquire it while you were preparing for this.
Okay.
Feel free to ask me if there's anything in particular.
Okay. I
do have special.
I would
Sorry,
like
I have special
for
food.
everyone.
I have special food to make for everyone for our like setting off journey type thing. And
That's
I'll have them prepared for like our actual snack meal. Yes, if you have a look at my notes on my character sheet, you'll see what I have ready.
Uh-oh.
So I'll fix the right size for it. Which everyone except maybe Sorry and Sin. So like I think Skitters might be the only one to actually appreciate it, but
Oh, that is definitely okay.
Kebabs. I'm making them into kebabs.
Okay, cool.
They are fresh, so it will technically taste good. It will be nutritious.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Did your yeah? We can just assume that you've already made them successfully.
I have chef, so
Yeah.
it's just time spent near a kitchen.
during this whatever fancy special meal, I will go around and I will hand a spoon and a fork to everyone. Just this is yours. This is yours now.
Oh, cutlery. Sweet.
I can show you how to use it if
I know how to use cutlery. It's just you don't need them.
You know, like you just see, like after you give Skitters, when you just see her like making like this like motion to it, she's trying to like. What she's really thinking is like, how can I dig someone's eye out if I need to with this?
Okay.
Okay, Skitters.
It's a stabber and fork.
She doesn't use like she.
However,
She has no idea how to use it.
I
It's
seem
a
to have
weapon.
accounted for people's lack of requirement for knife and fork. Although obviously those get stowed away. Like he's like super happy at having them. Yeah, what he has done, he has pre-prepared something, and it's like kebabs, so it's like on a stick. And he looks to have shaped the meat into like it actually looks like he's shaped the meat into like little mice. So it's mice kebab.
Oh.
As opposed to rat kebabs, people will like turn their nose up at rat kebabs. They're not. They're mice. They're tastier.
Like
There's more actual meat to them.
Nugs. Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, they're basically mice nuggets, but they're on a stick.
so they taste pretty nice.
Sorry, you doing okay?
Yep. You know,
Wait an
onion
infestation.
I'll eat the onions.
Wait. Do you not eat meat?
I mean, look
We
at
did infestation on mice, so it's not like I was randomly catching mice that didn't need caught.
No,
They're not rats. I wouldn't feed you rats. Skitters and I eat rats,
okay. That's not. So you know how I can like talk to animals and
yeah.
look like animals?
Yeah. I didn't stop you eating the rabbit the other morning.
I pretended.
Ah, you don't eat animals.
I just.
All right, it just means the next time we've got... Hold on, I've got that covered. Rummage. I will pull out and make up like a little salady type thing.
I don't-
really quickly. And I'll hand you a bowl. There you go, breakfast. You don't eat vegetables, so what do you eat then?
Thank you. No, this is great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, seriously, you know I like to cook things. What do you prefer to eat? I don't look offended at all, by the way.
Yeah, it does. I'm very uncomfortable.
And I definitely do seem apologetic. I will take the kebab back off you, like the bit that doesn't have the meat and stuff like that, and I'll probably hand it to Skitters.
Yeah.
Just this is the fruit and veggies and the grains and rice and wow.
What? So vegetarian option. Got it.
Beans.
I don't really know what vegetarian option is other than lots of vegetables and fruit and stuff, because that's what the other athletes called it. What? Yeah, sure.
Bugs sometimes, but like
Max.
What about the leeches?
yeah, no, those
No,
are
you don't eat those.
That's
No,
not-
even I don't eat those. Those are nasty. Yeah.
That's like no, you're just eating everything that one has kissed, and it's not.
Also, if you don't actually kill it when you chew it in two, it actually like attaches to the inside of you. But yeah, that's not good. No,
Okay.
you don't do that.
I have a
Okay.
feeling that Vlad is speaking from experience here.
Oh, look at the time.
Even if not himself, possibly another goblin who's just like, oh, I love that. Why does it hurt so much?
It's like, it's getting weaker and weaker.
You cannot slurp down leeches
he
like
will-
you can.
He will turn around and grin directly at Sin and go, yeah, eating leeches sucks. Ah!
Oh God.
Voice and drinks.
Okay.
I'm not here.
Sin takes 2 points of wits damage from that.
Oh no. Empathy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not serious.
Hey, I have that talent.
It's
I
over
have
here.
the wits damage talent. I'm not doing that to him though. That's
Oh my
mean.
God, you actually marked
Broke
it
it,
too.
dude.
Yes, I have sharp tongue. I can damage people just from talking to them.
Okay, so you did not take horses.
No horses.
So,
Horses.
sorry, go ahead and give me a survival roll for leading the way.
I'll keep watch
Um,
for scouting.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
I think so far on your journey, you haven't gotten anywhere that you're gonna need to worry about a scouting roll right now.
Okay.
Cool. Would you like to possibly push that for the chance at willpower, or are you good with that roll?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. 3 successes. So, Sari's actually doing a really good job taking the lead here.
Sweet.
Are you still
Nice.
doing that thing where you turn into a bird and fly overhead every now and then to get a
I
view?
think,
Or
I think at this point, because like that's going off and doing my own thing. I think instead, I will still turn into a bird, but it's gonna be an emu. So I have longer legs and I can walk as fast as everybody else. So I'm not slowing them down that way, but like, and I'm a little bit taller. I can see above the grass now. So bird, but walking bird.
okay, cool. Yeah. So you managed
Sorry, I was
to do
trying.
that. You managed to do that just fine. What would you like to do? It is now the day, quarter day. Yeah. So, what would you like to do now? You're gonna. So, as a reminder, without so you can safely do a hike action for 2 quarter days. You can, if you need to, force march to go a third. You'll need to take make an endurance roll for the third. Or you can take some time to scavenge, to hunt. What would you like to do right now?
Going. Should we keep going?
Going?
So we have food. We have the max rations right now. So
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
good on resources.
yeah,
And you
It's not like
have
it's
eaten before coming on this journey.
yeah. The sooner we get past the possible null area, the better.
And one thing I'm going to also give you, sorry, given your survival roll, the weather is starting to look a bit grim. It's probably going to start raining soon. It's still overcast and it's not like you can still have plenty to see by, but it's very clearly kind of that dim lighting, and the
Counts
wind's
as a bath.
picking up. You can smell the rain coming.
Petrichor. Sorry, does not know that word. that was me. Yeah, I mean, I would tell everybody like, it's bath time. Just kind of walk with your arms up, like so. You just kind of, when it starts raining, to get the smell kind of out of the
What? What do you think I'd do when I go to collect water and stuff? It's an easy way to collect water. You just jump in the river. There you go.
Big
Yeah,
camp.
somehow you
Oh.
get dirtier when you do that.
Well, yeah, that's because last time when I jumped in the river, I didn't watch where I was jumping in and I ended up in a mud pat. But, yeah,
Okay.
that was it. That was just a mistaken directional thing.
We're all
I was like, that looks like a big jump of water. I'll just jump in there, got distracted by a fish, jumped in a mud pot. Yeah, happens.
so we're all learning.
Yeah, fish are sneaky.
Okay. So, what would you like to do for your day quarter? It's weird for it to be a day quarter day, but they did go with day as the term, so
Mhm. That's not much.
you gonna
At
march
some
on,
point,
or are you
I
gonna-
would like to be able to forage. As much as I know we have like plenty of food and water and stuff like that, I am specifically looking for some nicer herbs, or like actually like nicer edibles and stuff. Things that could
Okay.
add to a meal in some way, functional way.
Okay, so are you looking for any mechanical benefit to that? Like, are you looking to actually do a forage action, or are you just kind of narratively grabbing that as you're walking?
If it requires a narrative action, I do have Herbalist. So I get plus
what
one
does-
to my scouting roll,
Okay.
or is it scouting? Yeah, but sorry, survival roll when I'm looking for things like herbs and edibles like vegetables and things like that. I'm looking for stuff that maybe isn't part of our daily fare.
Okay.
Also, up until this point, Blatt didn't realize that Sorry had like dietary requirements. Let's say, so he's specifically looking for stuff that you might not normally, so that when the next time he like makes up meals and stuff for everyone, there's obviously something extra there. So
Okay,
you can feel free to make it narrative if you want.
So yeah, if it's mostly, so it kind of depends on how you want to handle it with, because if you get units of raw food that you can later cook, that's gonna need you to take an action during the quarter day.
We already have like full food dice
if you're just
as is.
narratively
So
grabbing-
I'm looking for extra stuff that's obviously not part of our current.
Okay, then yeah, if you're just looking for something to spice things up a bit, then there's no need for a roll for it. You can just kind of do it as you're hiking. So are you gonna go ahead and do another hike for this quarter day as well then, or?
I will do it again.
Okay,
Then
cool.
we'll
I have found a thing I'm good at.
There we go. Let's do it.
We'll suggest that we use some time to make camp. If it's going to rain soon,
Oh,
because if I remember correctly, it does take a quarter day to
Yes,
set up
making
camp.
setting up camp does take a quarter.
Yeah, and he'll say, "Sleeping in the rain is no fun."
it doesn't really. I'm okay with it. I don't. Does everybody?
But you're not being wet.
If everybody else wants to stop, then we should stop.
Now give me a chance to look about for stuff, I guess.
Fine.
Cheers. So
So is that what you're gonna do then? Okay.
At
So-
which point, I suppose if it saves us rations in the long term, I guess I could actually go for like a proper forage while camp's being set up, I guess.
Okay. So who is going to take the lead on making camp? That's going to be a survival roll, modified by the quartermaster talent if you have it.
okay, I do not. So
Okay. Is anybody
And-
assisting with making camp, or is everyone else going off to do their own thing?
Oh, I think Skitter's that's one of her jobs, is to kind of like get the camp set up partially.
Okay.
so is my wit still damaged from earlier?
I mean, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh my god.
No, I wasn't damaging your wits. I might have inadvertently done some of the bad jokes, but he doesn't do it
no.
deliberately.
You damaged Ian's wits. How's that
Narrative,
sound?
yeah. Damage to the player, not the. And remember, you have +1 in your skill for Skittles' help.
Okay. I'll push the roll then.
Here, let me actually.
yeah.
Lost my cat. There you go.
I'll-
Well, first you can roll the skill dice separate without having to push, just to find out. Okay.
Oh,
And now you can push.
Okay.
Oh, the dice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you take 1 point, but you do succeed. So you set up camp. Things aren't going to be horribly unpleasant. No need to roll for mishap there.
Free willpower point.
Okay, and Blatt, since you were going to forage, let's go ahead and take care of that. So go ahead and give me a survival roll. The terrain type you're doing. Where is that page? 145. Forage, because you're on plains, which is open terrain, which is a -1 to forage rolls.
Dang. Which is just as well I have herbalist then, because that evens out.
Okay.
Do you need a special tool, or does like knife work for gear bonus?
I'll
Before-
allow you to use your knife for a gear bonus. Makes sense. Especially because it comes with the risk of harming the knife.
True. Donk. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Would you like to push
Good.
that?
We're just about to actually take a break, aren't we?
You are.
You don't push on. You don't push on gear dice, do you? You just push on.
Nope. You
The normal
also
one?
reroll gear dice.
Ah. Hmm.
Oh, and since it's spring, it would be another -1. Sorry.
Oh. Hold on. Clear dice.
So that'll just be a -1 skill die. It looks like.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Do you want to
given
push?
I do have a negative dice, I will not push.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you succeed.
Back with a little pouch or a handful of stuff, I guess.
Yeah. So you are going to find that is 2 successes. So 2 units of raw vegetables.
Nice.
And it's like
Um,
fruits and things and like milky grasses.
Sorry, are you doing anything in particular?
I am watching Sin set up camp intently, like just like sitting off to the side, not feeling like I can be helpful or anything, but just like
Okay.
how do you set up camp if you are a people?
If you are a people. I'll go ahead and have you also kind of count as keeping watch during this.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a scouting roll. I'm just gonna say, oh no, you're fine. Yeah, just go ahead and give me a scouting roll. Do you like to push that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
The scouting happens.
Scouting happens. Yep.
Okay, so just as camp kind of finishes getting set up, it starts to rain. It starts out a little slowly, but it kind of quickly pushes into a heavier storm. Oh.
Ah, nice.
Um.
Dang, it's good.
White noise I use at night.
I love that because now I've got 2 rain and storm type sounds happening. The one inside my headphones and the one outside my headphones.
Yeah, actually, Sirenscape is really nice for its ambient audio. Okay, so yeah, it's storming outside. You do have your camps. What would you all like to do? It is now night. It's dark outside. There's a bit of a storm going on.
Where's everyone sleeping?
Is anybody sleeping out in the rain, or do you all have tents now?
I think I have a 2-person tent. I think.
Yeah, I would probably share with Skitters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a small person. I have a small tent, so I don't know if that's 2 or 1. Let me double check.
I think size-wise, like, even if it is a small one,
It's big
you would
enough
have
for a
chance.
human
Land
and
is also small.
and that's
human
true
and a
too.
goblin.
That's true too.
Like, I think it's like you get personal tents that are 1 and small tents are 2, I believe.
Okay,
The
that's
ones
fine.
you get at character creation will take 2 people.
Cool. So sounds like everybody is sleeping in a tent tonight.
Yeah.
Is anybody gonna stay up and try to keep watch during the night, during the storm? Or, okay. So, Sin, I will have you give me a scouting roll, and everybody else go ahead and take the sleep action. You get plenty of sleep.
All right.
Well, potentially.
Is this related to an ambush?
It is not related to an ambush, no.
Okay. I just wonder if Sixth Sense would apply.
Does Sixth Sense specifically say ambush?
Modified +1 when an enemy tries to ambush you or perform a sneak attack.
Okay, it will apply here.
Nah.
And if I see it, I can know how many attackers they are, what can they belong to, and what weapons they use.
Cool,
As per rank 2.
cool.
Sweet.
Go ahead and give me a sorry roll. I was reading chat and I saw Sorry's name there. Like, give me a sorry roll.
Oh. I'll push.
Okay. 2 successes.
Oh yeah.
So in the middle of the night, during the storm, you're kind of staying in the tent a bit to stay dry, but kind of poking out and keeping a decent watch out. And at some point in the night, you see the figures of two gnolls coming up towards your camp.
Okay.
They definitely have spears on them.
Do they look threatening?
Oh, definitely. Like, they are coming here, like, they have seen you. They're not coming here with, like, passive or positive intent here.
Hashtag violent intent.
Does
Yes.
it look like they can see me?
It doesn't look like they can see you specifically necessarily, but it looks like they're kind of, like, from their body language, it kind of looks like they have seen a camp here, and they know at night humans like to hide, and they assume that you're all humans, and they're coming up to raid the camp.
Are they moving fast?
A bit. They're still a bit, so it's raining outside, obviously, and a little bit windy, so they're still kind of affected and slowed down by that.
Okay. I will shake Blat awake.
What? Cheese? No. Oh, sorry. What?
No, she's in the other tent.
Yeah. What to do?
Two gnolls.
At point.
Ah.
I will have a look outside. I don't need the benefit of light in any way, shape, or form. 'Cause
With
I can
Sin's
see them.
assistance, you can spot them pretty decently.
What about-
The rain is somewhat heavy, and if Sin weren't a half-elf, he probably would have had difficulty seeing them too.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, there's two options. We wait long enough for you to shoot them, or you shoot them at the same time as I set them on fire. Because you can do that from here.
It's raining.
Yeah? It's not going to stop me setting the fuckers on fire.
We'll talk about this. We'll talk about.
You haven't seen my latest trick, have you?
Or you can go around the back. Wake the other two.
Sure. That's not going to be quiet. You know what sorry might be like if I shake her asleep in a tent.
Well, don't let her be quiet. Or don't let her be loud.
Yeah. Waking her up with a hand over her mouth, probably not good either.
And I point. I kind of like poke at in between his eyes, like right here. Use your head.
You want me to headbutt her awake? What? All right. Right. Actually,
Fine.
Wake up, Skitters, and she can wake up. Sorry.
I will sneak out the back of the tent.
That works. Okay.
Sorry. Hey, Black fully expects if he shakes awake in her sleep, she'll probably just bite him. Or has fallen asleep with her.
You know what? Honestly, that might be an option for either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Skitters is the one most likely he would wake up first if he's been on guard. So at least he has some practice in how to wake the Skitters without getting stabbed skill. So yeah, I will sneak all stealthy and wake up the Skitters.
What is it? It's not.
There's nose coming. Can you wake up? Sorry, I don't want bitten.
I'll just kind of shoulder shake her a little bit.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Blat, I do want you to give me a stealth roll. You're gonna have a. I'm gonna give you +1 given the circumstances of the rain.
Cool.
When you look at your pride and you realize I could have used my pride.
I
Oh,
can do
for
that.
your roll.
Yeah.
Okay, Blat, you have successfully stealthatized.
Yeah. I'm surprisingly stealthy for a goblin. Funny that, son, eh? Goblin stealthy?
No.
So yeah, Skitter's just kind of lightly shakes. Sorry, it's Platt says there's something here. Get away, ready. Now.
I think it's those noses will come back.
Quiet.
Is it a bad thing?
Yes. How many flat?
Hold up. I'll hold up one finger on each hand.
What direction?
And then I will use those 2 fingers to point in a direction.
I'll get ready. And you see like Skitters like just
I keep forgetting I don't have a cam on, but Sin is doing exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah.
He knows.
And then you just see like Skitters just kind of like belly crawl out the thing and just into the darkness and the rain. So what she's gonna try and do is she's gonna try and stealth out there and just kind of like lay in wait, like on the edge of the camp, see if they.
You will notice where I've like pulled up the back of the I've like edged up the back of the tent to sneak into it. I didn't come in the front of the tent because that would have like been really obvious to the nose coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I will sneak back out of that flap and kind of like back into Sin's tent.
I'll have my bow, like the front of it outside of the tent, and the rest of myself inside, so I can still get a view on the fuckers.
Okay.
Yep. Fuckers is good.
I sleep with my dagger in my hand when I'm not an animal.
See?
So
Flat knows these things.
Yeah.
I will come out and just kind of be like, oh, stand up like to my full height and stretch and be like, oh, I don't like fighting in the rain. And just go up and like stand behind Skitters, who's being really stealthy.
Yeah. She's just gonna be like, stay there, be quiet. I'm gonna try and go out there, see if I can get one before they can come over here.
Oh, okay. Careful.
Yes, always.
I turn back to Blatt. If they make noise, light them up.
You got it, Governor.
I will hold a casting action to wait on either these guys shooting or the gnoll starting to attack with an intent to basically spellcast. It's an instant spell, effectively, but yeah, I'll hold my actions so that it's reactive to somebody doing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second. I just need to make sure I actually get where you are.
Oh, I will quietly let Sin know that Skitters is heading out to, I think, try and ambush the ambushers.
Yeah, she's gonna just be sitting like out at the edge of camp, like the direction. So she won't be that far, but hopefully, if they wander in, she'll be able to grab them before they get in.
Sit on the other side of the fire, out of the fire's width, but on the other side of the fire so that the other dark light is probably blocked by glowy stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna need Skitters to give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Kind of getting out there.
All right.
And I'll tell Blatt, these things usually travel in packs.
I will
so
push that.
Don't forget before you push that you could also possibly. Oh, I guess would Skitters' pride apply here?
No, that's for when we're in attacking.
Okay, cool.
Not yet. Okay, good.
Okay, you got success. You managed to remain undetected. And
Okay.
what we will do, because we're at about 6:25, we'll take our halfway break right now, and then we will pick up with this combat when we get back.
Nice.
We're halfway already? Time
Yeah.
flies when you have fun. Jeez.
Yes.
So we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Usually our breaks aren't too bad. So we will see you soon.
All right.
And we're back. Hi, everybody. So this is going to be part 2 of episode 5 for Starlight Society. Hopefully things aren't too doom-filled with this, but we have had some gnolls sneak up on our party as they camp during rainstorm at night. So I will note, remember that this is a nighttime scene. The fire has mostly died down to smoldering embers for the campfire. There's not a whole lot to go by as far as vision goes. Okay, so once again, I want to kind of do more of a Powered by the Apocalypse style, loose combat style, rather than going into initiative. I feel like the initiative kind of slowed things down a little bit.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and go through with this. So, in terms of zones, so as you've watched the stream before, and particularly when we were at the mouth of the cave and fighting the warg, the zone setup we had used was wrong. It wasn't the way that it was intended. I've actually had like several different RPGs that have zone mechanics, and each of them are slightly different. So I had mixed up kind of which zones we were using. So the way that the zones are going to work here is we've kind of got the camp as one zone, where you all are right now. You're in the central camp area. Right outside and touching that zone, we're going to have sort of the outer areas in the camp. So camp as it is, you'll have a little bit of light to see by because of the embers. It's still glowing enough to give you like very limited sight. Anything outside of that, if I go to there should be a list of, here we go, for zones. So outside of that campsite, it starts to get a bit dark. It's going to count as dark foggy. So ranged attacks into the zone, so ranged attacks into the outer camp area, are modified by -1 and cannot pass through beyond the zone. So you can still shoot into the dark. It'll just be at a -1.
Okay.
Because of the rain and the wind, all of the zones are going to count as rough zones here. So essentially, movement-wise, you've just got your in camp or your in the outer area of camp.
Okay.
Skitters, with your sneaking, did you actually want to go into the outer area of camp, or did you want to be in the camp zone?
I want to be very edge of the camp zone and
Okay,
be
cool.
at where the gnolls are coming from.
Okay.
Just lying in wait.
Is anybody planning to act before the gnolls get close enough to Skitters?
I'm holding action based on what Center Scouters do.
Can I see the gnolls at beyond camp?
Yes,
Still?
you can see them in the adjacent zone. They're one zone
Okay.
adjacent, which range-wise counts as short.
Short.
They're in a bordering
Okay.
zone.
Okay.
Am I right saying that dark vision negates the darkness effect, but will still be affected by the rain?
Yeah, it's a combination of the rain and the dark that is causing the -1. So even with dark vision or something, you're still dealing with -1.
I am holding an arrow for. I didn't see Skitters go out there, did I?
I did tell you she was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just kind of walked out behind
Okay.
her because I'm short, so I don't bother bending down. Also, it woke me up, and I was sleeping, and it was raining, and it just sounded really nice, and I have my dagger.
I empathize so hard right now.
Just like vaguely makes a stabbing motion when you talk to them, like, just woke me up. Just.
I'm holding an arrow until I see Skitters attack.
Okay.
Gonna
So
be
we'll
really
go ahead and
apparent.
open up with Skitters. The gnolls come up close to you, and they have no idea you're there.
Yeah, so the way Skitters does, she gets like low to ground. She kind of like, if you were to see in the dark, she kind of looks like either a piece of like trash or like a dead corpse, like that. Like the way her hair is like kind of like just stringy and like wet and stuff like that.
You were last night's food.
Yeah. And then so yeah, once they get me, she is just gonna leap up with her like her knife and just just go at the closest one.
Okay.
Just freaking.
Alright. Cool. So they are now counting as in arm's length. They've basically moved into the camp zone.
Yep.
So you what type of combat attack? So as far as
It
the
is
actions
it is an
go.
ambush attack, yeah. So it's just a
Ambush and sneak attacks. Okay. So you roll sneak. So you've already rolled sneak. They
Yeah.
cannot dodge or parry the sneak attack.
yeah, they are gonna.
Okay. Cool.
So it depends on my dice.
And you're doing it as an ambush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna get messed up.
Okay. Okay, awesome. And then it looks like it just kind of opens into a Okay, so you get you're essentially getting a free action before they get to act. Which
Yeah.
You've already succeeded at that part. So go ahead
Okay.
and make your attack action.
All right. Shit.
And they cannot dodge or parry, so you just need to get successes here.
Holy shit.
I need
That's
to be
pretty
able
good.
to see.
I am. You know what? Skitters is pretty intent on wanting to take that one of these things down. She's gonna push it.
Okay.
All right. So what's it? It's
1, 2,
down to one thing, two skills, and one attribute, and then push that.
Oh,
4 successes.
There goes-
Okay.
And she's gonna spend 2 willpower because it's in her. It's one of her talents as a her type of rogue. So she's gonna spend 2 willpower to add 2 points of damage to that.
Okay, so what's the base damage on your weapon?
1.
So that's 6, 7 damage that you do.
Sorry is
Wow.
awake now.
Yeah. Oh, it is loud. It is like, there is just like it is the
I think the scream from the
So
it's a
Yeah.
cat fight. It's cats fighting noise. This is some shrill screeching.
one thing I'm gonna actually have here to determine which of these two, because they've got slightly different stats.
one's a big no, one's a little no.
Okay, so you how do you want to do this? You've done enough to kill this thing outright.
Oh, so she just
What does
like
this look like?
so this gnoll just like walks past her, and all of a sudden like this like just matted hair and like basically just hair, and glowing eyes and fangs just come out like face first at this thing. She just tackles it into the dark, and you just hear just like these terrible like screeches, and like all of a sudden like the thing just goes quiet, like just
Squelching, stabbing
I'm,
noises.
what happened.
I'm picturing the raptors in tall grass scene from Jurassic Park.
It is, yeah, it's that noise. Yeah, the tenor of that noise is very much that. It's just like
Okay, one thing I'm gonna have you do, give me another stealth roll real quick.
okay. All right, let me just attack.
Out of stealth, kill it into stealth, and the other was just like, what the hell?
Okay.
Bob! Bob, where'd you go, Bob? Bob!
All right, I'll take that.
Okay.
Good.
So you do this, and you manage to do it. Like, it doesn't have time to screech. Like its partner is just oblivious, continuing to walk forward into the camp.
Yeah.
It's swamp.
So
I'm so
Yeah.
proud.
Sin and
There's a
Vlad, I believe you
sideways
two
glance.
were
There's a
waiting.
sideways glance at Sin.
Holy shit.
I retract the bow.
Oh, does Vlad have dark vision?
Yep, I
Oh,
saw
he-
that.
He's everything.
Yeah.
Just sees us like this. Just
Right, I will glance sideways at Sin because he might not have seen that it being in the dark. It's like, did you see that? Holy shit!
Half elf, so yeah.
I just heard it.
Do we just wait and see if she kills the other one too? It doesn't know it's coming.
Oh my.
Go.
Quietly, I'm not shouting that.
But Sin doesn't make jokes, so yeah.
Yep.
Is Sin gonna shoot it, or are you gonna wait?
oh, just shoot it. Yeah, go for it.
I'll shoot the other one just to
Okay.
see what happens.
Okay, cool. So you are at -1 shooting at it.
Okay.
Actually, no. It is now in the camp zone. You are not at a -1, but it does count as near if your range modifies that at all.
Let me double check.
Shooting range by default, it looks like near doesn't have a modifier.
No.
So
Okay.
I don't know if your weapon changes that at all.
It's close combat or like arms reach.
Engage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-3
So-
at arm's length.
Alrighty. And then sharpshooter means a +1 because I'm shooting with a bow or crossbow.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I'm almost sorry for the gnolls. Like, we're gonna sneak out, we're gonna murder them, and they'll. Oh, where'd you go?
Would you like to push that? I will warn you, if you push that, you're going to do some damage to your bow again.
yeah, I'm gonna keep it as it is. I'm gonna spend a willpower point
Okay.
and bypass the armor if there is any.
Okay. And that's damage 1 and 2. So that's a total of 3. And guess what? I rolled for its strength.
Oh no.
3.
Well, as I
And
rolled
you
for my
bypassed
strength.
its armor.
So as one goes down from Skitter's Swamp Thing, other one looks around and for its friend, and then there's an arrow just in the back of the head as it.
Okay. Yeah, it's just arrow in the back of the head. The thing flumps down to the floor. Both of them are dead. What would you like to do?
Just see Skitters like emerging from the darkness, just like pulling this knoll back. Good job.
Well, no fireworks tonight, I guess.
I immediately look to see
Oh,
if there's
sure.
any more else, like another scouting troop.
Okay, go ahead and give me a scouting roll.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help.
Then, yeah.
You're gonna be at -2 given the weather. The weather has started getting heavier, and
I'm
it's
gonna-
a full-blown thunderstorm at this point.
I'm gonna go up to the one with the arrow in the back of its neck, and just like poke it. I'm helping. Just kind of poke at it with my dagger.
So Skitters is helping, so that's a +1, and then from the rain and everything it's a -2.
Yes.
So
The
net
rain
mi-
and the darkness. The rain's getting like incredibly heavy.
So net -1.
Yeah.
Success.
Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you're looking around and trying to get sign of any of them.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It looks like this was just this one party. You don't see any other scouting parties nearby. Knolls.
all right, I'll turn back and say, scouts, most likely, and if they don't return, then they'll be sending out more.
I don't think these are gonna return.
Yeah,
Oh, certainly not.
which is either they end up like this or we do. So this is good. However, whoever is up on next watch for whoever wants it, I can continue. Just know that more could be coming.
You should get some sleep. You've
I'll be
taken the
fine.
first watch. Skitters is gonna just like while we're talking, just like just search these knolls, see
Okay.
if they have anything.
Mostly they've just kind of got rough leather. Rough, like, kind of just scraps of leather armor.
That's
And they
No
both
gimps.
do have a short spear.
okay.
Our gnolls are furry, right?
Yes. They're kind of hyena-like.
Given how badly they did, and given they're wearing all leathers, these gnolls were definitely gimped for this fight.
You're fired.
I just got. Dang it.
Marathi.
All right.
I've tried firing him. It has not worked.
How do you think I got the fire spells? I just throw that stuff up.
In a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
My combat spells have lit.
Wow. Sorry is gonna go back to the tent and like shake off like a dog from head to foot and like get as unwet as possible and like climb back in and be like,
Okay.
it's still nighttime. Glad I could help.
By the way, I will know it's evening right now.
Mhm.
Which is still dark, but that doesn't shrink.
It's sleepy time.
Okay, so do you want to
Yeah,
resume?
Yep, if you need me to
Yeah, I mean, if Sin is
be
confused,
awake, I
then
guess.
I'll
Actually, Black will look at Sin and go, actually, that's an idea. You know, back at the Goblin and Orc camps, we used to, like, warn away others from, like, trying the same thing. You know, like, when an attack failed, we'd stop them from trying again. We'd, like, put up, like, quick, you know, like, sticks, and then, like, attach the dead things to it, kind of, like, to, you know, warn off others. You think we could, like, get up a couple of sticks and just, like, you know, hang the nose from them so that, you know, other nose are just like, yeah, don't.
And hearing this happen, Sari is now sure that they have made the correct decision, not watching what's about to happen.
You just hear scary.
I will be saying it. I will be saying it quietly to Sin, because we're in the other tent.
Oh yeah.
And-
Okay.
But yeah, given our tents are so close, you might still hear me. Maybe.
Voice travels.
Hey, I have a stealth score, dang it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm,
I've seen that tactic before. We did it once at the Battle of Horn Hill. It's effective, but barbaric. Go for it.
Well, all right. Back in a sec. Yeah, I'll skip back out and I will crafty set up a couple of like fairly sturdy sticks, logs, whatever. Spend some time doing that, and I will possibly need some assistance from Sin to actually get them up there and tie them off.
I'll help him out.
Yeah, okay. You managed to get it done. One of them just covered in like weird bite marks and blood.
that one's real messed up. Maybe put that one up first.
His liver is missing. The gallbladder's around its neck.
What happened to
I
this?
will, when we pull this thing up and like go to hang it up, it'll just be that sort of like top to tail glance at it, and I'll just like glance sideways at Sin.
Holy shit! Don't wake her up on the wrong side of bed. Damn it!
Why do you think I had you do it? And I take it, stick it up.
Yep, there's a nod. There's a nod of agreement there.
Okay.
Hey, where do you think? You know that scar I've got on my right arm?
Where do you think that came from?
I
So-
braced myself for a joke.
So you get the you get them
There's
set
a
up.
nod in the direction of the skitter's tent.
You attempt to go back to sleep, and what I'm gonna say is that since you're switching off who's keeping watch and who's sleeping, we'll go ahead and count this as just the night quarter day as well.
Mhm.
So we'll take care of both evening and night. We'll pick up in the morning after everyone's woken up.
One thing I'd like to do while somebody else is sleeping,
That's fine.
since I want
No.
to sleep for that one, and that is to cook the food that I gathered.
Okay.
Nice.
Making some vegetables.
Yep.
How are
Explicitly
you doing?
preparing
It's still
units
raining pretty
for-
heavily,
sorry.
and you're outside. Are you just kind of not actually cooking yet, and just waiting?
I'm
for the storm to
effectively
die down
well,
before
I'm
cooking,
effectively
or-
making a salad of it.
Okay.
So
Cool.
technically still cooking it, and I have cooking utensils now,
Okay. Cool. So go ahead and
which is just make DX units of food, I believe.
yeah, I believe so. Out of your cook lets you convert. What's your cook at?
Kitchen. 2d6 units of food in a quarter day, which means minimum 2. I have 2 units of food.
Okay, cool. So don't even need to roll for that. You just turn that
Nope.
into units of food.
I will prepare them, pack them up in some of the, like, you know, the, like, oilcloth that I have. Not oilcloth, oil wrap. Yeah, oilcloth.
Cool.
to keep it fresh.
And then people can either
it
eat
won't wait
that
till morning.
or use that to raise their die levels later.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a special use for this, actually. No.
As it starts to get back around to the morning, the storm has passed. Things have calmed down by the time the rest of you wake back up. Sari is hearing the sounds of her people outside.
And in the background, when Black comes up, I apologize. So you hear the sounds of your people extending to the sounds of your nearby people. It's like, wakey, rise and shine! Breakfast is ready!
Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. All right, I'm done.
Oh God.
We've all been to camp before.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is morning. What would you all like to do?
So,
Nobody's going to be sleepy. You all did manage to get enough sleep, roughly. It's
We
morning,
can
so folks
actually
are
the
gonna
fire
need
is
to
wet now,
eat and
right?
drink. What's that?
The fire is definitely wet through now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then Sorry will love this when the first thing that happens when she steps out is I'll walk up to the fire, put my hands on my hips, give it a couple of nudges and go, it's wet, it's gonna take ages to light. No! Willpower point, woof! Just straight up light the fire. There is a billowing smoke for like around time-wise, but yeah, that fire's just like, whoa! Lovely!
good.
Just a wave of fire out from the fire.
I'll go
I
get
did not incinerate anything nearby, just like literally just the campfire itself, but it just billows off all the damp wood and stuff like that, and it's as if I'd brought like as if the wood was like dry when I lit it.
Okay.
And I will spend that willpower point.
And I very deliberately, I make all of those faces that I made, and then I look right in the eye and I say, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I got a surprise for you.
I was turning around and I was walking away.
I will belt it back into the tent for a second, come back out again, and hand you 2 small packets.
Oh.
Carefully wrapped, clean
Thank-
packets.
Thank you.
What? Have a look inside one of them. Leave the other one shut for now. That'll keep the water out.
Oh,
I even washed my hands.
Which is rare.
The only time you've ever seen me wash hands are when I'm treating a wound or making food.
question. Can I see if he's lying?
I am definitely not lying.
Okay.
You have physically seen me when I treat wounds. I will like wash off my hands and stuff like that.
Okay.
And when I'm cooking food for you guys, I will wash off my hands. That's something the halflings that I lived with explicitly taught me. Wash your damn hands before doing stuff involving cooking or healing. Because otherwise you'll either, get nasty stuff in the food, and as much as my stomach won't care, halfling stomachs will care. And when healing people, you don't wash your hands, people can just die.
Well, they don't just die; you get them infected.
and
And they tend to then just die. It's a long-winded die.
Okay.
But yeah, when you
So,
I'll
when you
open
open
it up.
this up,
yeah.
it's very carefully prepared. There's some like slightly not normal fruits or veggies that you like find without actually searching for them, packed up and prepared in a little food packet.
Yeah,
It looks like a single unit breakfast to go.
I don't necessarily recognize all of the things in there as edible, but I recognize that they might be.
Yeah, possibly a couple of like root veggies and stuff in there that the
You
goblins would
tried.
eat. But
okay,
everything in there
so-
is at least categorically edible.
So let's have everybody go ahead and do their rolls for food and water. Sorry, assuming you're eating that, you're not gonna have to roll for food.
I will eat one of them, yes.
Okay. Oh wow, Jonna, you have terrible luck.
I mean, Skitters was hungry. Skitters was real hungry.
Didn't Skitters eat some Knoll last night?
I mean, no meat's not that great.
That doesn't count as food.
Liver?
She just bit. She didn't swallow.
Ah, okay. That's fair. Yeah. You don't want to eat in the middle of the night anyway.
Wow, Cindy's got a dirty sense of humor. Jeez.
But yeah, she probably just like she probably woke up and just was like exceedingly hungry because it's like, you know, fight in the middle of the night.
Does Skitters even remember waking up and attacking the thing and then going back to sleep?
Oh, actually,
probably
that's
does.
a point. That's a point. When you two get up in the morning and come out the tent, both of those knolls are like erected in like, you know, skull and bones. This is our territory style.
Nice.
And
She's very happy.
they stink of wet dog. The area
mean,
just stinks.
I would put
so
them. I would have put
bad.
them slightly
would
away
say-
from the campfire, but yes.
I would say that some of the party members probably smell worse than these gnolls do. So
You know what? I will
That's
grant you
fair.
that. I will grant you that.
Blatt is definitely washed within the last couple of days, so at least
So
not
it's
me
got
for one.
the refreshing smell of
Yeah.
wet dog.
Oh yeah, like Skitters just looks like a nightmare, like coming out. 'Cause, like her like long hair, like after being like matted in like the rain.
Did Skitters like try to dry off before going back to sleep, or
No,
Okay,
probably not. I mean, it was
Cool.
downpouring, so it's like there's not really a point, dude.
cool.
Just like plop and just like, oh, it's gross.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Skitters. Hey,
yes.
you look lovely.
Thank you.
Maybe like I'll ride on your shoulders and I'll like kind of try and comb your hair a little bit today.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
There are remnants of previous combs that I have tried.
Yeah, the comb, the pieces of the comb are still in there.
I've got a metal fork.
Yeah, just like the fork. That's maybe that's what Skitters remembers the fork for. It's like, oh, it's that thing that tries to put in my hair.
Okay.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Is that
Oh,
Dinglehopper?
God. Okay, so what would you like to do with your first quarter day?
Before we travel, Sin will take the bodies of the gnolls and throw them into the fire.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
The
I
smell
was
is
in the wrong place. Let me go to the other side. My mouth was
Downwind.
open.
Or upwind, yeah.
Meanwhile, Blatt's sitting there just like, oh, that smells good.
Oh,
Actually, if you're gonna do that, hold on a sec, push it over that way a little bit. And yeah, I will actually carve out some of the gnoll meat as it's cooking.
it's
Meat,
stringy
meat,
and
These ones were actually quite strong. It's
it
like
kind of
you don't
looks
get much
like
meat from a predator.
it looks like they had worms. It was not this is not a pleasant thing for you to try. Like even for black.
you wouldn't know until you like start digging into it. It's like, wow, wow,
Yeah. Ugh.
that's
Like
not edible.
waterlogged gnoll meat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like predator. You're technically, or you're generally not going to get much meat off a predator anyway. But it didn't look like these two were in good health to start with.
I'm about to taste
So-
those vegetables again.
He might need, yeah.
Yeah, no, like when you get Black turning his nose up at me, it's just like, wow, yeah,
Just
that's it, wow, no, no,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
All right.
But there are some lengths to which even I will not stoop, and that's it.
Bad. It tastes.
Damn.
oh, we found the line.
It's like I'll eat worms, but not when they're grown in things.
Sin is
Gross.
just staring into the fire with the burning bodies.
It's like a million miles away.
Hey, you can't say a thing. You eat bugs. Worms are edible as long as they're earthworms.
Yeah, those are knoll worms.
Yeah.
Oh
not
God. Yeah. Okay. So
It's just been inflicted with like just more horrors, like every day horrors.
Yeah. Even Blatt has that look of nope on his face. It's like dig, and then was just like at one point he kind of like tilted his head and was like nope.
I think we put them out of their misery.
What?
I helped.
Yeah.
yep. Sorry, definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what? Gnolls are basically just big dogs, and if they're healthy, then if you kill them, you can eat them.
Sure.
But they weren't, so it's not because that's nasty.
Let's maybe walk.
Yep.
Like,
As far away as possible.
So are you gonna use the morning quarter day to hike then?
I'm not staying there.
I didn't imagine you were. Okay, so go ahead and move to whatever hex you want to go to. Who is going to be leading the
I will
way?
note, sorry, Blatt is a conscientious survivalist and therefore will actually clear a space round about where the knolls are burning so that the fire burns out and doesn't spread.
Okay.
We just leave a wildfire behind us. Like, that's all right.
Yeah, he will actually clear an area around about it so the fire doesn't spread any.
Okay.
Because it'll take a while for the knolls to actually burn out.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and whoever's going to be taking the lead on this, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Did so well last time. Sorry. You want to do it?
I'm focusing on hair.
Okay.
I'll take point on
Okay.
survival.
Go ahead and give me a survival roll then. Is anyone helping? Oh, too late to help anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
Sin was
will-
fast on that roll.
While hiking, you can either you can either attempt to do the hike thing or you can look for trouble.
You don't need to keep watch. Basically, I'm only gonna call for keeping watch when I have something specific in mind to happen. And for the moment, I don't.
I will push the roll.
Okay. By the way, remember, because you did sleep,
Oh my
you all
God.
did. Wow.
Oh my god.
So,
Congrats.
as we're tracking, it's more of right. How do I do this again?
Did the talk of like Nomi just get to Sin at a certain point? Just
I
kind of-
think the fumes he wasn't ready for,
Yeah.
and he is more in need of aspirin than he is in need of food.
Yeah.
Do I have any willow bark? Did Blatt
Sin.
end up giving me willow bark in my vegetable breakfast? Because I will share that.
I think that's fair.
I did look for
Um,
special stuff.
No, it's
But-
edibles. It's an edible in the real sense.
What I am going to need is a D66 roll from you, Sin.
Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah,
32.
My wits are not broken.
Oh,
Huh? No,
My
but
wits are
it
not
is a
broken.
mishap because you failed to lead the way.
Oh. Okay.
And a
Oh,
32
boy,
is a sprained ankle. Your
my
Pathfinder
God.
falls or twists their ankle and suffers a critical injury equivalent to result 2526 on the blunt trauma page.
Oh,
So if we look at
Give it
critical
to me.
injuries, blunt force, 2526 is a broken toes. To run becomes a
Okay.
slow action.
broken toe
Oh,
twin.
speaking of which, Skitters, your toes have healed by now,
Okay, cool.
so you can go ahead and remove that.
Yay.
Is
Sin,
this
go ahead and
something-
roll a d6 for me. What's that?
Is this something I can heal?
I am not sure. Let me see your healing spells.
I
Sorry.
don't have any healing spells. I just have
Oh, okay.
two healing.
In that case, the most you can do is kind of ease the pain of it. So when you enter the critical injury, so add broken toes. It is not lethal, so you don't have to worry about that. It's gonna take 4 more days of healing. Until then, the effect of broken toes, which I've just lost because I closed that handout. Blunt force, broken toes. Run becomes a slow action. So if you need to run during a combat, it's going to be a slow action instead of a fast action.
Oh.
run ability is replaced by hobble quickly.
You are now.
I can still run and shoot at the same time as for fast shooter, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I will try and
Or actually, no, you won't be able
help
to.
you feel better.
Because your fast shooter, what does fast shooter actually do? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So you can do that if you have the actions, because normally shoot is a
Oh,
slow
okay.
action and run is a fast action. In this case, it'd
Gotcha.
be 2 slow actions, so you still wouldn't be able to do that here.
Sin is now a stationary turret in fights.
Okay, what would you like to do from
Yes.
here?
Oh my god.
So,
Oh.
Sin has broken his toes, so I
We're
don't think he
almost-
can take the lead on the next hike action.
We're
feel
almost in town. We're almost to town.
I feel like it happened because my eyes were drawn towards the mountains, like looking for more ambushes. Next
So
thing
you
I
were
know,
trying to keep watch as well as lead the way.
That's a rock.
next thing I know, ah, Baylor.
While traveling behind, actually, who was helping you? Was it Sorry was helping you?
Skitters was going to, but Ian
Yeah.
was very fast on the roll.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I probably glanced over beside me, so I go, I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he's meant to do that.
Ow! Shit! That's my. Ah! I'm limping back to the group.
Oh no.
So who wants to lead the way on this next hiking action? Assuming you're
guess-
unless you want to take a different action.
Oh,
It's now daytime, morning sun.
We are so close to a town. We're so close to a town.
Yeah, I think we hobble into the town.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're taking your hike action, who is going to be taking the lead this time?
I think Skitters can do it if
Okay.
if she'll just like while she's piggybacking.
Is anybody going to help Skitters?
I can help from.
From the back.
I've picked through most of the like nasty
Sorry.
bits with a fork, and I'm just putting a couple little braids in to keep it like it. We're going into town.
One thing I'll note when, like, at the end, when he actually stops and we manage to catch up on him, I will offer to have a look at his foot, unless Sorry gets to him first, or I'm willing to help along that lines because we can actually help him get mechanics wise. We can help him get some of his stat back if you roll healing skill.
That is true.
We won't help the crit. We won't help the
earlier.
crit, but we could help him get some of his stat back.
Oh my god, the 3 wisdom.
So sorry if you want to attend to his toes, but you'll need to take some. Well, I think you could do that along with a hike action. It's not going to take too long to triage.
It's just a straight skill roll. So, yep.
Okay, so who's going to be taking the action and who's going to be helping?
That's up to Sorry whether she takes the initiative of like starting things off. I will offer to assist. I feel like she's the Healy type.
It's gonna go back and forth between the two of us because I'll be like, well, but because you could like, do you want to do it or
Someone, please.
could you just? I mean, if you're good at it too, I don't.
If you want, yeah.
I'm in pain here.
I could do
No,
it.
he will not.
It's
He
getting
won't,
worse.
no, he won't bounce it back and forward. He'll like kind of like take their still be like, all right,
I will note,
do you want to get that and that, and then we can like do.
Get
that.
us.
He
I
will
will note-
coordinate. He will coordinate and delegate so that Sorry and him are working together. So
Okay, so I'm going to have
I
Sorry
think
take the lead on making
both of
the
us have
roll.
got 3. I think.
No,
You-
Sorry
are you
has
high?
significantly higher healing.
I will realize this and I will assist her.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to get +1 on your skill for the roll. I just want to point out because
Oh, yeah,
Vlad,
I'm
if
saying-
you were rolling 3 base dice.
Yep.
Sorry, would you like to
Like
push
that.
that for any
Holy
willpower, or are you good with just 3
Damn.
successes?
Wow.
Also, that's the second time you've rolled 3 successes this session.
I'm going to push it. I really want him to feel better.
Okay.
So that's going to be take off 2 and take off 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So, you heal 4 points.
Of
Scraticus, thanks for the raid.
Hey.
Wits.
Yeah, you get 4 points from your wits back.
Yeah.
From your broken toe.
While looking at your broken toe, she helps mend your broken esteem.
Yeah.
Your pride recovers. It's just a flesh wound.
Nice.
Okay.
She's probably dealing with the actual foot and wrapping it up and binding it and stuff like that, and I'm doing the whole sort of like supportive pep talk thing.
That'll be great. You did great. No.
Hell, I have skill manipulation, so yeah, like I'm helping with the pride thing, she's helping with the broken foot thing, and yeah, there you go. You feel better.
So sorry is the doctor, and Blatt is
I'm the nurse.
For
Yep.
Kind of a terrifying
Blatt
nurse.
with like a little nurse hat.
Wearing scrubs too.
Yes.
Oh, that's what the
the
shirt
sleeve
that
dress,
Sari made
yeah.
for him looks
Yeah.
like.
It
It's
does. It looks
scrubs.
like patchwork scrubs. It fits that well. A tube with no arms.
I spruced it up with a cool belt
You sure did.
Hey,
and technically leather armor over the top, but yeah.
Okay.
So does that feel better? Is that better? Do you feel better now? Did I help? I hope I helped. Did you feel better now?
And you see his eyes soften, and he looks at you and thank you.
Okay. Blatt has a sort of like head tilt look as well, and he's like, you know, I always wondered how to do that properly. Huh, cool. The band-aid thing, see how you like wrap it round and twist it and like tie it in like that and get it to just like stay without actually having to like tie a knot or stick a metal rod through it or something like that? Do you know how to do that?
I'll use Blatt's head as like a walking stick to like hold myself up.
Yep, I will set my feet in place so that he can like push himself up on me.
nice.
Okay. So Skitters, go ahead and give me a survival roll for
All right, let's-
for your travel, and if you want to mark on the map where you're going, you've got 2
All right,
hexes of
it's
movement.
two. It's two.
I will help with that, I think.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Stand on your shoulders. Give me
Okay.
another
So are
foot
you
of
moving
height
to right here on the map?
Yeah, we're
for
moving
the
over
river
here.
one, yeah.
All right,
And,
let me just get
Since
that.
we've got the Raiders, I do want to note again. Unfortunately, I can't show the hex map right now because there's some
that's-
issues on my end.
All right, with Sari's help, let's get this.
That message
Okay.
in Zoom. Yeah.
All right.
Would you like to push
you know
that to
what? I'll
gain some
push
willpower?
that. I'll push it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Just-
by the way, Ian, you did remember to mark the extra willpower you gained, right? When you took those 3
Don't.
Thank
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
That was
Skitters,
a
you gain a
hell of a
point of
good one.
willpower, you take a
Mm.
point of damage to wits.
Yep.
And you
All
succeeded.
right. Yay.
So, your party kind of pushes on throughout the day, and it's a long trek since where you made camp last night. It's finally starting to dry out. It's not too bad out here. And as you're going towards the town, you can see the town on the horizon. It's a bit of a small fishing village, it looks like. And where you're at right now, there was once a bridge here, but it looks like it had collapsed at some point, like a while ago, and nobody's bothered to repair it. You do notice on each end of the bridge, though, that it looks like there's a very rough wooden raft kind of moored at each end of the bridge.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Is it one of those, like, is there a rope across that you, like, just pull
Yes.
yourself across on? Okay, so we'll just ferry ourselves across.
Mhm.
With a carpenter's eye, how long does it look like it would take to actually fix that bridge?
It certainly wouldn't be something that could be done by one person.
No, but how long do I think it would take for like maybe 2 or 3 people?
Maybe a couple.
Is this a wide enough? Is this a wide enough river to mean it's like weeks instead of days?
It would definitely be maybe 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like it would be a significant amount of work.
Yeah.
This isn't like a small river crossing. This is a pretty long one, and the rope leading across, like, it kind of seems like it's a very, like, if you let go of that rope, if you on this raft kind of slip away from it, it might be precarious for you. But it does kind of look like the ropes are tied on somewhat of a pulley system, so that as you're pulling the raft one way, the other raft goes in the opposite direction. So somebody who set this up is a little
There's
bit
a mechanical skill there.
It's a good little like alternative to this broken bridge.
What's the status of the river water? Is it like Is it fast? Is it going slow?
It's somewhat calmed down. It's not too bad.
All right, so it's not a bridge
is
over.
spring and it's coming
It's
out
not
of
a
the
bridge over
mountains.
top of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Running
like
a bit
Sorry
high
said,
from
it
the
is
front.
spring and it's coming out of the mountains, but at the same time, like, it looks to be a somewhat calm area.
Okay.
At least it's not still thunderstorming. Otherwise, that would be pretty rapid water.
Yeah. How big are these like little rafts?
They're not super big. They can, like, it'll be a tight squeeze to fit 4 people and still manage to cross.
This is like that thing where like, what do you take across, the grain, the duck, or the fox?
This is actually why, like, the main reason I wanted to know if you were bringing horses.
Oh yeah, no. First
Oh, these poor.
you just yeet the goose over. It can fly.
Just sort of like, you get somebody with strength, you just like hold it and just sort of like aim. You're like, all right, 32, 46, 47,
It's wide, so it's not very deep, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay, yeah. I'll hey, do you guys want maybe some help? We can get I think I can help cross the river faster if you want. I could help with that.
Oh yes.
And then I wouldn't have to be there would be more room on the raft for you
Actually,
guys.
Sorry, something that I should note is it is evening at this point. So it's starting to get dark out.
oh, so we want to
the
camp
end of
on
that quarter
this
day.
side of the river. What, like take like a full like quarter day to like travel across this thing properly or something?
It would essentially be counting this as rough terrain. So for your movement to go from where you're at now into the village, you'd be force marching, and this counts as rough terrain because of that. So I mean, your movement would be limited to 1 hex, but you're only 1 hex away anyways. So
Yeah, might as well. I mean, if we can get like rest here.
Where's the end of the river?
up
Can
in
we
the
see it?
mountains.
In the mountains. It looks like.
Yeah, it leads up into.
Actually, at the very least, travel across the river so that if we're deciding to camp, we do it on the town side. For safety's wise.
That's true. We're still pretty close to the mountains.
As much as we're in a hurry, it's like the fact that this bridge was here and functional means we'll save time that we wouldn't have otherwise, because it would have taken a lot longer to ford the river without it. So we may as well, and we don't know how welcoming the town might or might not be. So best going in when it's actually daylight and not at night when they might have actually closed the village off to people. Waking people up out of their homes.
Yeah, can we see if any of the buildings in the village have lights on?
It does look like not really necessarily any in the building or in the village, but it does look like they have lights hung out in some of the
A
streets.
lot,
They're
more?
like, it's not bright. It's a small fishing village.
All right, so it's more of like a hamlet or like rest stop kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot smaller.
Okay.
They do probably get a decent amount of trade through here, but for the most part, like, it's kind of a stopping point rather than a destination.
Can I look on the ground and see if there's any tracks of like knoll tracks on our side or on the other side of the river?
It doesn't look like there's much of any tracks near where you're at that have at least not like recent things, especially with the rain last night. It just kind of seems to be somewhat damp ground for the most part.
Right.
Should I help? Do you guys want me to help?
Yes.
Because you haven't seen me do this, I think, before. But and as I make that sound, I turn into a bear, like a grizzly, and I just kind of like.
My response is the same as Skitter's, just the same as Shauna just did there. Although it's just this wide grin of yeah,
Yes.
sweet.
Yes.
And I'm doing that cute little, like, the bear sits on its butt and like just kind of like puts its hands on its knees and just kind of like
Yes.
I love
Alright.
bears, so that is
It's
a
really
very
cute.
happy
Yeah, aw.
mental image.
Oh,
All right,
all right. Let's get across. Right.
let's go.
Okay.
See when you turn into that, is it easier to go fishing?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like looking for fish. I don't know what I'm doing that.
So what exactly are you gonna do for crossing? Like, how are you approaching?
Well, just like I was gonna maybe hold on to the rope with my mouth, I guess, or like just kind of so they don't have to like be pulling it across because I'll
So you're gonna bite into it and bear paddle?
kind of yeah.
Aw.
Because I was not going to be helpful as a halfling, so I wanted to be helpful as a bear.
Okay.
Or I could be like behind it and like push,
Okay.
and
Cool.
I'll like walk along as long as I can, and just kind of like.
Okay. Who on the raft is going to take point with pulling? So we'll count Sari's attempt as assisting the roll, so you'll get a +1 for the help.
Is this what kind of? Is this
It's
like
gonna be
a
a
might?
might roll.
Oh, I think. You know what? Skitters will try. I think.
Okay. Is anybody else helping with pulling the rope? Or are you just letting Skitters and Sari do the work?
Sin will help. I don't know how much he can like put weight on his legs because of the toe situation.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess you can just like brace, use the brace the one leg and then just kind of like
Actually,
yeah.
What Black will do, because there's like 3 people pushing in different ways. I'll use like I'll go for the agility thing and try and keep the raft balanced.
Okay, I'll allow that to count.
Okay.
Can,
So
can I like spot the rat, like spot it, like just like I don't know, aid it.
For rocks.
Yeah, like kind of direct it where it's going to
Okay.
be going.
Okay, so Skitters, go ahead, and you're gonna have
Oh.
+3 total for everyone's help.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I'll hand Sin my staff if that helps.
yeah. All right. Here we go.
Kind of perceive
So
what's in front of us.
There we go.
There we go.
I think
All
I'm
right.
just gonna, yeah. Skitters has like wiry. She's like skinny, but she has like wiry strength.
It's terrifying strength.
Yeah. Just like long, like wiry arms and stuff like that. Kind of like just for.
Okay, you managed to pull yourselves across the river. I'm gonna say it doesn't take a full quarter day, so you can make it across and set up camp if that's what you wanted to do, or you can make it across and force march if you wanted to just push in and get into the village tonight.
I don't think force marches work. Yeah, by the time we get there, it's not going to be evening. It's going to be actual night, and that'll annoy people if we have to wake them up to deal with us.
Yeah.
Or they might think we're attacking them.
It is
So-
us. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
still a bear
you've
and I'm
got-
splashing around in the river.
Let's see. We've got a bear, a goblin, and a tiefling crazy creature. Look at that. The villagers are going to think we're attacking them if we go in there like right in the middle of the night. So we're probably better like making camp.
Okay. So who's gonna actually make camp?
Skitters will make camp. I think this is what she's.
Okay.
Survival? Is that a?
I believe it is survival. Let me double check. Make camp is a survival roll. Yes.
All right.
We'll have to assist.
Modified by quartermaster if you have it. And go ahead
Okay.
and add 1 for the assistance from Flat.
Okay.
If I am fishing, would that count as hunting?
Yes.
All right.
I'm
Here we go.
fishing
Especially
bear.
as a bear.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, you successfully. You want to push that to gain?
Yeah. Why not? We're
willpower
right outside town.
potentially.
We're right outside town. So that is just 1 off that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, gain a willpower point, and the
So
damage to your.
Wait.
And for your hunt, so you are specifically hunting fish. Oh, actually, there's a fish action.
Fish.
Yep.
I also have Beastmaster.
What
So I
does-
know I can't tell the fish to like jump up onto the side of the river, but
You totally coax
I
them
guess
towards
no.
you.
I can only do one animal at a time. I'm not going to use Beastmaster. I will just.
So I'll say, if you're doing it as a bear, it's gonna be hunt. If you're doing it as a fish, because it looks like all of the fishing mishaps and everything are based on like somebody using fishing gear.
Okay, I will do it as a
Um,
bear. I do have high animal handling to handle the fish that are animals.
It's
I'm
not
just saying.
particularly gonna help here.
I tried.
Also,
Um,
watching bears
That
fish
means
is
Skitter's as
amazing.
good as people handling. Then I think that's it.
Yeah. And everybody should go watch the Katmai Bears, the bear cams, because they're
So
amazing.
we're going to skip the finding the prey spot because you're dealing with fishing. And so you're gonna do survival or
Yeah.
hunting.
Has anyone actually watched bears fishing? It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
I
really
love
They're
it.
just like they just sort of like stomp about and are really, really patient. And it's just like flick, and there's fish on the like side of the river. You're just like, what?
Do you
Yeah,
want
they
to
bite
push
it out
that?
and it's just flick, flick. It's crazy.
I will push
nice.
Okay.
it because I just kind of
Yeah.
I get lost in being a bear. And
She couldn't bear
Okay.
to catch any
Oh
of this.
god. So in addition to what you eat as a bear, so I'll count that as you having eaten a unit of food while you were fishing. You managed to get 1 unit of fish.
and I take it to the people that eat fish as people. No, I take it to Black.
So Blatt, you have a unit of raw fish.
Sweet.
From a very large, very wet, very happy bear.
But since I wouldn't have had to go hunting and stuff like that when she has completed her hunt and brought that back, then I suppose I can spend my time cooking it.
Well, you were helping out with making a
Oh,
camp.
true. Setting up camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sin, what were you doing during this?
Keeping an eye on the village. He's been looking at the village and looking up at the mountains, and thinking about the knolls. And there's this sneaking suspicion about, I don't know, just who's around me, like Skitters.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah.
We're both setting up camp round about you.
Okay. Yeah.
And a happy bear.
And a very happy bear. It's not polarizing at all. Or a grizzly situation.
Nope.
You know, this could turn into total pandemonium. I'm done.
You know the best thing about that pandemonium is exactly the word I was going to use as a follow-up.
These are
Yes.
unbearable.
Points.
With the knolls from there, and I point up to the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
This being so close, it's an easy target for those things.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yes.
Curious what, if that's the case, then they've been raided. The Knolls have an agreement with these people. They haven't been untouched, which would be surprising. Or
Maybe somebody settled down there. They've got some maybe some of the villagers, or some of the sometimes people fish with what do you call them? The 3 pointy things at the end. Tridents. I don't know. Maybe they're good with a trident. It's like the way fishing villagers will use things like pitchforks and stuff to fight things off. Gotta be careful. Gonna have to fisherman.
possibly, but and then it brings into question why this, and I point to the bridge, why that's out.
But probably keeps things on the other side of it for
Go
one.
ahead and give me a scouting roll. Given the darkness and the distance, you're going to be at a -2. -1 for the darkness, -1 for the distance.
Okay. Ambush related?
No.
Okay.
This is from because you had said you were keeping an eye on the village itself.
I fire at the darkness.
Oh my god, nice.
Yes.
So as you're keeping an eye on the village, for the most part, it seemed like people seem to behave the same way that you'd expect villagers in this kind of place to behave. They're walking around. They don't particularly seem like they're afraid. They don't seem like they're worried about anything. You do see they do seem to have, especially like along the side of the village that faces the mountains. Um, it looks like some rough kind of walls, wooden walls set up, and it does look like they've got some rough watchtowers set up.
Defenses.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there seem to be some weird shapes that you can't quite make out, along with these wooden towers.
Like strange shapes, like on top.
Yeah,
Like strange people shapes?
no,
I'm
like
good.
strange. Like it looks weird in terms of how it's constructed.
Oh,
Ian-
design wise.
Ian
Oh.
has a suspicion of what this is, but Sin is,
Just ballista towers or something?
don't know, but I'll point this out to the group and
Have a closer look at those like tower type things. It's like I have builder, so if it's like construction, like
I'm going to
defense or
say,
something.
give me a lore roll.
Ooh, I can
And
do that.
given the
That'll-
given the obscurity
lot.
here, it's going to be -3.
See it in the
And
morning.
if you figure it out, I will explain why.
Sure.
Okay. So
what the what?
That's all he does is talk.
as Blatt
I'm
is
your lore bunny.
He makes up the
Oh
lore.
yeah, you have the headband. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do
as
it.
as
My,
Blatt
my,
is
my,
staring at
lore,
it,
my lore roll right now is 7.
as Blatt is staring at it, especially with the assistance of Sin pointing it out, and this magical headband that Blatt has.
They can't see under my leather cap.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it, and it takes you a little bit. And this is after camp has been set up that Sin has pointed this out. And you kind of get the idea, like it looks like there are some parts that could potentially be moving parts. It definitely looks like very very mechanical in nature. And it kind of looks, you theorize, like it could potentially be some sort of mechanism for rapidly firing some sort of large bolt. Like you see a lot of just like with the pulley system on the broken bridge that you just saw, you see a lot of like pulleys set up with ropes and with things hanging from them. You see a lot of like gears and everything. You can just kind of barely make out. And yeah, it looks like something kind of set up for rapidly being able to fire some kind of bolt.
In the time I will be spent like eyeballing this, I'm probably sat towards the edge of our camp to get a better look at it, with like the fire behind us.
And you
I will
definitely
be
get.
like,
Sorry.
I'll be sketching it out on the ground.
Okay,
So like
yeah,
I'll
you
be drawing stuff out
definitely
on the ground.
You definitely get impressions of sort of ballista type designs. You've been on the receiving end of a crossbow enough times to recognize that kind of shape and mechanism.
Yeah.
He's busy drawing. I'm gonna walk over and do a bear fart right behind him.
I will pause. The problem is Goblin. I will pause, kind of like go
3 out of 10. Need to eat more fish.
what? I'm a better farts from a warg. Come on, you do better than that. Push harder. Nah.
And I'm gonna stay as a bear all night. I'm just gonna, like if we're sleeping,
So
I think Skitters is gonna just
lay on my back.
Yeah.
okay. Is anybody staying up to keep watch over the night?
I will actually call back to Sin at some point when I've done, and I actually think I've got it. I'll be like, "Yeah, Sin, come here." I'll point down to the stuff I've been sketching.
The
It will
drawings
actually
look
be
kind of like nonsense to you.
Oh no! But, okay, yeah, because I'm doing
More in
like
the
like
sense that-
engineering style drawings.
Yeah.
Does that go there? That
Look, I was sketching out what I thought it was down there, and I will in words describe what I think they have down there. You know, it's like somebody's taken ballista and then added years of experience of engineering or something, and come up with whatever that is down there. It's like defensive engineering, like 101 plus.
well, that explains a lot.
Well, yeah, I was trying to like work out how it might work based on what I can see down there, but it's like somebody's taken like castle defenses and then modified them to work for like a village. They might even be able to work them from the ground.
I look at the things. I look at the drawing, and I look at my bow and sigh.
Well, hey, you've got the advantage, right? You come up against something like that, it's only going to maybe fire in maybe 30, 40 degree arc or something in front of you. You run
Look
around the
at
side
my foot. I can't move.
You'll be all right in a couple of days.
I like a small that.
Well, you got an easy one then. Don't walk up in front of it to start with. There you go. See, done. That's a downside of something like that.
I begin backing away.
It doesn't move. So you can still move, just slower than usual.
I'm hobbling away.
Okay.
It's been a rough day for Sin.
Yeah.
You don't have to be so grumpy, Obble McObbleson.
Ow.
Okay. So is
I'll
anybody
put my
keeping
large
watch
bare
throughout the
body
night,
between
or-
the two of them.
So, actually, Black will call after. Black will call after us, and it's like, it's all right. Don't have to worry about it. We'll do the talking. Don't like to have to put your foot in your mouth after breaking it.
And then I just let him have it.
He's gonna fart again or something.
I know, I'm not going to stop him from coming after you if you're going to be like that.
That's
But
all
all
right.
you
Can't
is-
catch me with nothing the way he is now. I can actually outrun him right now.
Okay, so is anybody keeping watch throughout the night, or are you all just gonna get some sleep?
If Sim could do from the extra rest, I will keep watch.
Okay. So those of you who are sleeping, go ahead and mark off your damage. It's not a problem. This is for the night quarter day. Blatt, given the last time you slept, you are going to be sleepy in the morning.
Yep. So I wouldn't mind actually getting sleep in the morning if other people want to do other stuff.
I will say you are pretty much right next to the village. Even sleepy, you'll get a chance to get some potentially get some rest in the village.
That's assuming that they're friendly.
Assuming that they don't kill you.
Assuming.
And living out here with defenses like that, it doesn't look like we want to make a mistake either way. So
Okay.
Black would be suggesting towards everyone being rested.
All right.
Sound.
So what is everyone else going to do during this quarter day?
After we wake up.
Yeah, it is bright and early in the morning.
So what are we doing? Are we having Sin go in there first?
Well, actually, here's a question. Like, if you spend, like, your time resting, and then you have an opportunity, if you take an extra rest, can you reduce the amount of time that your injury's going to take? Or is that literally just days?
No, it's literally days.
Okay.
So he took that during the morning quarter day, right? So it's now morning again, so you can reduce the number by 1. So it's down to 3 more days.
Okay, I can. Do you want me to talk to the people the people? You're muted.
Still music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot hear you.
We'll
But you
figure
were
it out.
brilliant.
Hello?
There
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
There you go.
Hello, Moto. I was thinking that if you and I went, while these two stayed back, it would look a lot less threatening.
I think I still have water in my ears.
We can stay here and keep an eye on the camp.
Oh, I can. Yeah, he's not gonna move.
Actually, when you like guys woke up, I was like, "Oh, you guys are up, so you can have a watch there for about nap time." That was it. Out.
I'll go with you. Yep. I can go with you into the village.
You're muted again.
It'll be fine.
You're using your other mic again, aren't you?
Fine. It's me going or me not going. I can go. I'm really good at this.
You want me to hide and just keep an eye on you?
Skitters should probably keep
Oh,
Blatt from
and
blowing.
everybody's gonna need to
All
roll
right.
for the breakfast.
Okay.
For food and water.
I'll do water first, see if that helps. Okay. Oh.
Sorry is down one die type for food. Actually, sorry, you still have the veggies from Blatt, so you could eat those instead of rolling.
I was gonna save them.
That's fine. You can do that too. So you're down to a D10.
Yeah.
You guys still hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Vaguely.
Yeah, you're just really quiet. What? You keep breaking your mic?
I don't know. My computer's being dumb.
Ah.
Oh, it's something like auto changing your mic volume.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
I want to say
Alright.
that there was like a Windows.
Do you
setting
have
with
Skype
that
installed
does
by any
that.
chance?
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
I-
Skype.
Yeah, Skype does that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, Skitters, you want to stay here?
It's probably for the best. If they're possibly threatening or have been attacked, it's best not someone that looks threatening come in. Someone that looks devilish looking.
Well,
But you look better now though, with it. Like you look great, babe.
She'll just like smile. She'll like smile a little bit, but she's got like the sharp teeth, so it's a little disconcerting. Yes, thank you, but I'm not sure if they'll see it that way.
Oh yeah, no, you should definitely
Muted
still
again.
stay here. I just wanted to give you a.
especially if they had to construct defenses with those things, and I point over to the giant siege
You
tank.
can see them better now in the sunlight. They definitely have like a ballista style look to them, but there are a lot of moving parts, and they've kind of got a rotating guard. You're muted again.
Especially if they got those things to fend off to whatever's coming up from the mountains. So, safety.
I still don't know if you want me to go with you, but I'm getting a little heartburn right now.
Get up and begin walking towards the village.
Okay.
Eh.
You two using the parent-child thing again, or are you just gonna be two?
I will scurry after him.
Okay. As you make your way over to, well, actually, Skitters, are you doing anything back at camp while you're waiting, or are you just keeping an eye out?
She's just keeping an eye out. Yeah,
Okay.
she's just gonna keep watch and just hear, kind of like get some hearing just in case, like from them.
Okay. So, oh god, that hurts. That's very loud.
Busy day.
So, Sin and Sari, you make your way up towards the village. And as you're getting closer, like, It looks like a fishing village because it is a fishing village, but there's all kinds of weird stuff, just like the tower constructions. Like, there's just throughout the entire town, there is just what looks like this weird rope system that is pulling all kind. It almost looks like, and you occasionally see people standing by a crank, just turning a crank that is pulling these rope systems. And it's like it's hauling goods from one side, from like the docks up to different areas and back and forth. Um, the people walking around, they're dressed somewhat normally. They look like fairly average fisher folk.
Are they all wearing welding goggles?
No,
They have left ears on them. It's not a steampunk village.
no. There is one build. So you kind of walk into town. People don't pay you a lot of mind, unless you specifically try to get their attention. In the middle of town, there's a what looks like a statue, and it's a statue of a woman, her palms out with a book spread open in her palms. And she does have what looks like what we would recognize as like inventor's goggles, kind of steampunky, on her head. And it's just a stone statue of her with that book open in the middle of town.
Does it look familiar?
No, you've never seen this woman.
Okay. By the way, can you guys hear me better with this?
Yes.
A little bit,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, most of the villagers aren't paying you too much mind, unless you specifically get their attention. Most of them seem to be going about their morning routines. Kind of looks like they're getting things set up, and basically setting up for the morning. The docks look to be the busiest, which is expected from a fishing village. What would you like to do?
What is the means that they have to crossing the river that they're boarded up against?
So you see both to the north and to the south, they've got like an actual proper bridge. The one to the south doesn't look particular, like it's nothing super fancy. The one to the north, we as players would kind of recognize it as somewhat of a primitive drawbridge. But it's kind of got like a weird. Once again, it's got a weird set of gears and pulleys and just all kinds of stuff that seem a little bit like these are not normal things. These aren't things that you've seen used elsewhere before. Yeah, and it's got a drawbridge that kind of splits in the middle and goes up. And currently it is down.
Okay. Sin is going to well, first of all, he's looking for not only, like border security, but he's also looking for like foot security. Like, are there any guards kind of walking around? What's that situation like?
You see what kind of looks like a nominal group of people who like they're just walking around, mostly around where some of the market stalls are being set up. For the most part, it doesn't like look like it's like a heavy town guard, except around the perimeter, especially towards the border with the mountains, where they've got a regularly rotating guard. The town guards look like they're wearing kind of leathery armors. All of them seem to have a bow, and given your experience, they have the appearance of people who know how to use those bows.
Okay.
Do you actually like approach any of the guards, or were you just kind of keeping an eye out?
Keeping an eye out.
Okay.
And I'll turn to Sari and say, sorry, hold up. I'll turn to Sari and say, let's focus on two things. One, to see if the Starlight Society has any pull here. And most importantly, see if we can talk to the guard captain and tell him to lower his defenses around our more unsavory of allies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Because I was going to tell you, I don't know why we came into town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we can grab a drink together
Oh,
on my purse.
me and you?
Yes. If you're okay with that. And I'll begin walking over to a guard.
And he walks away before I can, like, figure out that I'm supposed to respond.
Sir.
One of the guards looks over at you, kind of realizes that you are not, that you're not from around here, because you definitely stand out. Well, you less than the rest of your party, but
Yeah.
you do stand out from the villagers,
Yeah.
who are mostly
Wow,
kinda,
this guy was paying attention.
and kind of makes his way over. And how can I help you, strangers?
First of all, nice bow you got there. Is that regulation?
He kind of looks it up and down and says, regulations don't really apply here like that.
Ah, okay. So everyone has some different equipment.
And so I'll say the bow that he's carrying, it looks odd.
How so?
It's definitely a recurve bow,
Mhm.
but like something about its structure, like it's got some of those same weird pulley system sort of setup on it.
Okay. More compound. Okay.
It's
Okay.
almost a composite of different things.
No.
Gotta get one of those.
Interesting. Tell me, how does this work?
The bow works about like any other bow. You pull it back and you release. It feels a lot.
I get that. I get that. You know, I got this, and I point to the one on my back.
You
I
fire
mean-
it just like any other bow. It
Okay. Does it?
is significantly stronger.
We're talking later. You and me.
And you've
Yeah?
noticed some
Got
of
that?
the other guards that some of the other guards that look like they roam the border, like this one. This seems to be standard for them. They all seem to have these kind of bows.
Okay. Interested. Completely off topic. Who do you report to?
We report to the council, of course. And then he kind of realizes that you wouldn't know who the council, and he's like, just kind of rubs his temple a bit. And our village, we have a democratically elected council. We realize that's weird,
Yeah, good for you.
but it has helped.
Okay.
We
Where are
report
they?
to the council. And then he kind of turns and points at a building. And this building seems to be different from what you saw a moment ago. And you kind of catch the end of why. And it looks like there was some kind of facade on the front that has been lowered down for the morning. And what looked like a somewhat beaten up shack sort of thing earlier, now that things have folded out a bit, looks more like a somewhat very fancy sort of restaurant-y building, almost. It's got like lots of seating that looks like it's been bolted down to these walls that have just folded out. Very intricate design. And
You have a
once
pop-up town. Sweet.
a bit like it's just this one building that does this, but
Okay.
yeah.
Things that look like other things.
One of these things is not like the other.
I don't know what democratic and council and everything like that means, but I know looking like other stuff.
I love sorry. And I think so it is 8 o'clock, so we are at our ending time. I think we will wrap up there with this strange town. Thank you all for playing. It has been a great week. Sin, I am sorry about your toes.
Occupational hazard.
By the end of the game, I imagine every character will have broken their toes once.
Apparently. Toes
we
or
are
nose.
we are halfway through the game, and 2 of our party members, out of the 4 party members, have broken their toes.
Yep.
Something strange might be afoot.
Okay, so thank you all for stopping by. We hope you've enjoyed watching, and thank you all for playing. I have had a lot of fun with this session, and we will see you all next week. We play weekly from 5 to 8 p.m. PST, and we'll see you soon. Bye.